Alright, what's up friends, Stobbie here one more time with another attempt. This is going to be the last one, I think, to try to get a peasant mob going and doing well in any old Battle Brothers here. So new campaign, I recently did a stream, which was the first time I've played Battle Brothers in quite a while, and was a good reminder of some of the things I've got to think about. Okay, so we're going to go with the King's Men. Where's that decapitated king banner? There we go. Late game classes is random. We don't want permanent destruction. So economic is veteran, combat is expert, starting funds medium. I don't want to do Iron Man because I just don't do that anymore. And I wanted to reuse the seed from the last stream because it seemed like quite an interesting stream. EUHV. OAO KLL EUHV. So originally I was thinking of wanting to make a band that goes all the way to Black Monolith and finishes it, but I think I've got to be more realistic, especially with the peasant mob. Like, as much as I like the extra bodies on the field, it's one of the harder backgrounds because you have to make it out of trash men. So I'm gonna get it nice and late game, and then we'll get ourselves like set up where we have a bunch of legendaries and the lads are about as strong as they can get, and then we'll take on each of the late game crises. But probably, if in each of the battles we lose too many brothers, I'll just reload and then try a different late game event, you know? Because I don't want to, for example, take on the crack and lose 3 lads and then have to spend another 400 hours grinding for decent brothers and leveling them up. I'd rather just have that save file where I'm ready to take on anything. And then we'll do the Kraken, we'll reload, we'll do Black Monolith, we'll reload, we'll do the Sea of Tents, we'll reload, that sort of thing. Because, yeah, I don't want to have this go on for thousands of hours. I want to get this done so I can finally start trying the Legends mod. Speaking of mods, I have the increased speed mod, I have the improved tryout mod, I don't have the auto pause, which I do need, but I'll just have to make do. Right, so we're starting near Horum. And what you got for us? I hope it's a caravan escort. Perfect. I used to turn down caravan escort missions in the beginning, but I'm not too phased about it anymore. So, let's start sorting these lads out. We'll look at their skills, we'll try to think what they might be useful for based on their skills. Okay, what have we got here? So weapons, range weapons, hats go there. Hate for beasts, fear of greenskins. Yikes, these are some rubbish numbers. I mean, unsurprisingly, most of the lads are just going to be fit for being meat shields. When it comes to our retinue, I'm going to get the cartographer first for the income boost, and then eventually, once we are, you know, established as a band, a war band, then I'm going to make sure that I rely quite heavily on the recruiter, and we are just going to grind through hundreds, if not thousands, of brothers to try to find ones that aren't just complete trash. In terms of skills and builds that I want to use for the particular brothers, I'm not going to think about that too much now. I mean, I do have an expectation that the majority of the front line are just going to be meat shields. They're just going to be nimble shield expert, flail experts, just so that they can specialize in popping heads of raiders. And we'll use that to farm a lot of money. And then once we get lads who have, you know, decent late game stats, like I don't think we have a single late game potential guy here. 48, no, that's only a 4-star brother. It's probably the best one we have here is Geralt, the Night Blind team playing Miller. Hit points are a touch low, his fatigue is decent. Melee skill is not great, but 2 points in melee defense is nice. This could have him be fit as a great sword user. And of course, leave your names in chat for what you'd like to be, for which of the brothers you'd like, and I'll see if I can accommodate you lads. Okay, this is nice. Iron Lungs. Faint-hearted is terrible, but he's only a 3-star brother, so that's such a pity to get Iron Lungs there, and especially with a starting melee skill, because that's going to be plus 28 if I take Gifted, so that's 88, which is okay if I make him a great sword user. That I might actually try. Great sword. So let's just quickly imagine, do some theory crafting here real quick. Eventually we're going to have a 9 up front and a 7 at the back formation. So there'll be these 7 lads at the back, but typically I would have 9 frontline bodies and then 7 at the back, and then the guys on the end would be great sword users to swing in a circle and try to maintain the flanks. But I want to try something a little bit different in this playthrough. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, the central lad. And then here I want to have my bannerman and my sergeant, who are usually used to rally lads. But actually that's not going to be any good, they're going to be too far out. So this will be 7 up front, and then there'll be lads. You know what I've never tried? I've never tried spear expert duelists. And like, so just imagine that there's going to be extra lads here, and then this will be 5. You'll have 7 up front. These lads will stand at the back. You still make these guys great swords, so they can swing like that. But I mean, if you have a duelist spear expert, it's going to mean that there's like such a big tile space that if enemies want to get around you, they're going to have to go miles around. And you're going to have 5 lads here. I think then I'll do bannerman and sergeant here with 3 range specialists in the middle. But then the bannerman and the sergeant will make quick hands, light armor, crossbow users, so they can at least shoot off a few bolts before they engage in melee combat. And then the front line, we'll do great sword. The vanguard, the center of the formation, we can figure out pretty much. We'll figure that out. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. A bit later. We don't have brothers to think about that now. But really, I kind of want to try a spear expert to hold the rear flank. And I mean, if there's fights where they don't need to hold the rear flank, they can just stand in the line, and they can use the 2-handed spear to spear over as need be. So I mean, when I'm using the spear, then duelists won't do much, and it's worth testing whether if they proc a keep away skill with spear mastery with a 2-handed weapon, does that then proc a stack of reach advantage? Each hit with a 2-handed melee weapon adds a stack of reach advantage. I mean, technically it should, but that's worth trying. I'll just think about that though, whether I want to have them just be a spetum specialist, the 2-handed. I mean, 50 to 75 is decent damage, but then I'll worry about it'll be useless against armor. At least if they are duelists and they use a fighting spear, they're going to have decent enough armor penetration. So I think it's going to be worth having duelist. Anyway, let's start sorting the wheat from the chaff, shall we? Okay, so Lothar, range defense 54 to start, sure footing. That's just meat. That's pretty rubbish. So we got Meinrad, who has a hate for beasts. He's got a star in melee skill, which is Dece. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to make him a ranged user, and that like sucks because he's rolled 49, which is okay for a poacher, but no stars. The thing is, though, you just have to take what you can get, especially in the beginning, and we're going to have to expect that we're going to grind through a lot of ranged lads. He's going to have bow mastery much later on, but primarily he's going to be a throwing master in the beginning of the fights with duelist and a javelin thrower. The only bow skills are going to be bow mastery and bullseye, where he must try to pick off necromancers and enemy archers. Bernhard, this is rubbish. That's more meat. Although club-footed, does that mean he's slower? So I might even fire him immediately. 2 more fatigue for each tile traveled. Rubbish. Wilrich, a star in range skill, but 33 starting means it's not even an option. 2 stars in melee defense means, there's great sword potential there. 28 plus that, so that's 81. Eesh. Could just be more meat, but the fact that he has 2 stars in melee defense means that, he has got 2-handed potential. Great sword user, but a crap one. Not late game though. Corey, melee skill 3 stars. Yikes. Resolve. I mean, okay, so 40 and 1 star is crap, but as far as starting stats, that'll have to do. We'll have to replace him. Geralt, another great sword lad. Ingmar, Star on melee defense, resolves. Ugh, God, this is rubbish. That's just meat. Although 56 plus 28 is 81 again, it's about the same as the other great sword lad, but I think I've already got my 2 great sword boys. Okay, so we've got 2 great sword lads there. Here's a sergeant. We're still looking for a bannerman. Here's the other poacher that we started with, so this will just have to be the other ranged lad. Oh god, caps lock. Stobbie. Todd. Okay, so where are the archers? Ooh, that's amazing. Oh, it's such a pity that he's got stars in resolve and fatigue. This is a dagger lad. Right, so Rollo the goat man, who is a tiny surviving shepherd. 2 stars in ranged is fine. That gives him, I think, 40 on average. It's pretty crap though. But his stars are in the right place. He's just going to be a dreadful archer, but we'll just replace him. It's worth bearing in mind though that my ranged lads are going to be using throwing weapons predominantly. So they get plus 20 chance to hit throwing at short range. I think Asgear is just meat, unfortunately. I don't need another great sword user, do I? I mean, like, the 1 star in melee skill is nice. No star, 60 starting on melee is good, but melee defense 1, he's only a 3-star bro, he's meat. Oh, this is going to happen every time, isn't it? Eric is athletic. And he's bloodthirsty, that's nice. A star in melee skill. But initiative and hit points is kind of whatever. Excessive violence, cruelty towards enemies, good enough dead, always fatalities. So there's one thing worth thinking about, like, my meat lads, don't all of them need to be flail specialists. A meat dude could also be an axe master, because when I have a lad like Oswald, this is clearly a dagger specialist. He's got 3 stars in melee skill. He's going to be amazing with his melee skill, but he doesn't have the melee defense or the toughness to really, you know, be decent without a shield. So he needs a shield. And then the dagger guys do kind of need the axe lads to empower them. So yeah, we might go for a mix on the front line. A couple axe users. You know, I want to have, I think, at least 2 dagger specialists. And that means then that I need at least 2 axe specialists, so that the axe and the dagger lads can work together. For this type of dude, without his stats in melee defense, I don't want to take him the assassin route, which is the 2-handed mace, quick hands into tall dagger. I want him just to be a classic armor-piercing dagger master. Ingmar is also just meat, and Rambert is a bannerman, actually. 48 and 1 star. Great, but it'll have to do. The 32 ranged skill sucks, but hey, what are you going to do? He's greedy, which I don't like. Okay, so we've got a dagger lad, archer, soldier, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to start with 8 lads and then rotate more in. So of the meat boys, who's got the best defense? 7 and 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I never typically actually start with all of the starting lads. They level up too slowly. But I mean, this time everybody is going to take student as their first level to level them through. Why don't we just try it? It can be done. Okay, so best armor goes on the flanks. '50s, that's a spear. 54, so that. So our dagger user Oswald is probably the most important lad that we have right now. '53, 51. I'm just looking at melee skill. 53. 47, 53, 48, 53. 49 ranged, 38 ranged. That's a yikes. So he's only fit for throwing nets at the moment. But it is so brutal starting with these peasants, isn't it? Oh, the nets are huge though. And I kind of want to buy these amber shards straight off the bat. If we can afford it. Yep, turn a little profit off of that. And a bundle of javelins would have been nice, but then I can't get the amber. Flip that for profit later. Well, some lads are going to die right at the start, but honestly, that's fine. Now, if we can get lucky and actually complete this caravan mission, where we're going 2 days to the west. So, like I was saying about caravan missions, I used to not even take them in the beginning because it felt like you'd always get hit by a group of goblins. It's a battle standard. I want to go straight for that. Wild beasts beset villages. 5 groups of packs. 5 packs of beasts. No thanks. Enter and win 5 fights in the arena. Nope. 16 men. I mean, I could hire just 4 more trash lads and get this first ambition done. Which I think is easy considering I've kept my starting 12. If we can somehow, you see, look at this. You can actually do these escort missions in the beginning. With a bit of luck, you absolutely can do them. What do you have for us? Secure ruined wheat fields. This should be just a fight against some enemy nerds. The thing that's a little concerning is I didn't buy us a beer to improve morale. Let's just hope they don't have any ranged lads. There's 3 of these are raiders, so unfortunately this is not a mission we can do. I'm going to have to turn this down and run away. Run away, lads. Or we could risk everything. Because if I get through this, let's say 4 of the brothers survive, but we get both of these pikes. But no, I mean, everybody's level 1. We don't even have shields. Everyone's just going to get 1 tapped. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that suggests that the other 2 are ranged lads. Why don't we just try it? I'm fairly certain we're all going to die, though. And are they going to come towards us? I don't think so, because they have ranged lads and we don't. So the mass weight is actually going to do nothing for us. Okay, cool. They're coming forward. Who knows? With a bit of luck, we kill the thugs. We might actually be able to do something here. The nets, of course, are for the raiders, not for the thugs. Rambert doesn't even have anything. Oh, good lord. Giving him... Wait, this is a single use and a stun, right? Then it breaks. Yeah, so don't actually use that. Curses. That was silly. Oh, we need that. Ugh. Come on, big decapitation. If it hits, oh, that could have really done a good job against their morale. We're all gonna die. We are so dead. Nighttime, no debuff. Let's throw some stones that side. Is it worth trying to run down that archer? I don't think so. Let's just try to blast through all of these lads. Although Rambert may as well just run at him like an absolute nutter and see if he can get anything done. So I need to hold with the nets until the ranged lads are actually in range. Did I say ranged? I mean raiders. Although, let's net him up so maybe he uses some of his action points to try and remove the net. But he's just going to one-tap one of the frontline lads, just like that, and then become confident. This is the problem fighting against pikes at level 1. It's usually why I don't want to fight raiders until at least level 3. And at a minimum have some shields. I mean, if the front line had some shields, it's possible, but as you can see, every attack with these pikes is just going to be a one-tap. Look at that. And our lads start getting discouraged. Oh, good. I'm not going to bother trying to use daggers to get armor. It's purely about just getting these pikes. I think if I even get one pike out of this and 4 lads survive, I don't think it's worth it. Because I mean, I would normally start with 8 lads, and I mean the minimum I think you can get away with is 4 to start a campaign with. And I mean, like, look, it's within the first week, and if I can get a pike on one of my lads within the first week, that is such a game changer. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rollo does have a net. Oh, God. No. Oh, clutch. Come on, the lads. You brave meat shield boys. No. Rip. Have they missed any of the attacks yet with those pikes? I don't think so. Rambo needs to pick something up from a corpse to be able to use it. Oswald, do you have anything on the floor? It won't show me that now. With a bit of luck, these nets might just be the difference. No, God, I needed that to hit. That was 66% chance to hit. Ugh. Yes, Corey. Oh, boys. Oh, God. The lads, the numbers are falling. Oh, God. Get in there, throw your body on the line. Oh, that's clutch. Oh, Lothar, so clutch. The fact that they are high morale, though, is disconcerting. 75 and a miss. Man, we needed that. We just gotta do whatever we can to this. It's desperation. Absolute desperation. Anything on the ground you can pick up? I wonder if fists count as blunt weapons for purposes of adding fatigue to the target being hit. I doubt it, but that would be a nice touch, wouldn't it? Is it even worth picking up the pitchfork? It's not. Just try to hit him with your fists. Oh, God. It's all gonna come down to this attack. Oh. Oh, come on. I know what the game's gonna do that. It's not gonna give me the second pike. Oh, Jesus. Oh, 7. 6 fighting lads, 2 of which morale is down. Good. Yes, and a second pike. Come on, boys. This could be the thing that actually makes this campaign, I dare say, potentially viable. Now we've just got to throw bodies at this raider. What I need here is a headshot to land in a daze. Oof. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, using shield. That's perfect by me. He's exhausted, so he's not going to be able to keep up his shield wall on the next turn. So actually we just wait. But then again, waiting means that Rolo and or Lothar are probably going to die. I don't think he's going to have enough fatigue to attack twice, and the only way he one-taps one of these lads is if he lands the headshot. So we wait. 20% wait. Come on, I just need a couple pike shots to hit. Okay, pierced arm muscles. Yes, boys! Yes! Yes!
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
So we lost a sergeant and a greatsword, which sucks. Bernard missed an eye, but that doesn't affect him at all. We can keep him. Asgeir Meat has broken elbow joint, so we can retire him. And Rambert the Bannerman, we can keep him for now, but we'll replace him eventually. He's going to be a light armor user with Colossus, so Colossus will offset that. For a split second there, I was going to panic and be like, "You mother, you didn't give me the other pike." It did. We just picked up the other pike. So, I'm so proud of the lads. Shit, well done. Oh, amazing work, boys. Absolutely amazing. Now the question is, who are going to use the pikes? So definitely the person with the 60 melee skill. And 51 and 53 over here. 47. Oh, and was the extra war pike? Warfork. That was a bonus, I think. We picked that up off the field of battle as well. So I should point out there that what made the big difference was those nets. And it just really shows you how priceless nets are in the beginning of the game. So as a greatsword user, you need melee skill and melee defense above all else. And then we need to get these stats up. Resolve needs to be gotten up to 50. So whenever we get a +4, which is a max roll, we'll take that. Well done, Geralt. Greatsword user, archer, archer, dagger, archer. I think for the moment, actually, I'm going to keep Rolo on the front line. Because he's that crap of an archer that if he dies, I just don't care. We will hire one more lad and we'll just see what we get. I mean, I do have a pitchfork available, so why not? Dagger, Benjamin. I mean, I have the other staff sling, but oh my god. 38, ranged skill, useless. So, first battle of the campaign was absolutely terrifying. But holy shit. Talk about high risk, high reward. Give me a range defense. Melee skill is nice. Craven is terrible. Spartan is also terrible. Half man means he's going to be tiny. Melee and range. He could be decent on defense and not do much damage. I could make him a frontline axe lad. And when he hits to the head, that'll offset the less damage. And as an axe specialist, he'll be for the most part breaking shields. So then the minus melee damage doesn't actually matter too much. And one other thing, if I have an X-Man on the front line, they'll be shield experts, they'll have taunt. So their job is going to be to break shields, to facilitate the dagger lad next to them, and to use taunt to take some of the heat off that dagger lad. So take Ragnar and mark him as an Axeman. 57, nice. Very, very nice. Right, so here's our starting 10. And I think we'll keep them at 10. It's a decent number. What are the prices here? They are, as we expected, pretty extortionate. 278. I think I can get more for this amber. That's good and cheap, but above all else, I need tools right now. Let's head to a major city. Give me a nice little delivery mission. Drive off brigands I can't do immediately. Here we go. Let's go to Finsterstadt to sell our amber. Give the lads some time to heal. So I'm going to be trying to do an episode a day, and they'll be about 45 minutes each. 328. That's way better. That's more like it. Man, I tell you, just the fact that we have 2 pikes now is unbelievable. And it also kind of makes me want to lean into putting a couple axemen on the front line. Did we lose our dagger lad? We did not. I think as soon as Oswald is level 5 and he has shield expert, dagger mastery, and our axeman has shield expert and recover, we can then put the shield and the dagger on the front line, have the 2 of them stick together, break a shield, stab, stab. Especially in the early game, those dagger hits just, it ruins enemy morale and it turns battles around. 375 is too much, so I can't pay that. That's a good deal. So look at the speed them, 55 and 75. Very low armor ignore though. 25 of damage ignores armor, but if you have a tier 3 fighting spear, what are the stats on that? I think it's 35 to 40. So still not great. I'm just thinking of what I might do with my spear duelist that holds the flanks. Let's keep saving money though. But we were going to get to 16 men, so I need to hire some cheap trash. And let's see, so dexterous, high on fatigue, low on that. Honestly, just keep him as meat. And heart big. Ooh, no. 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 Someone give me a nice delivery mission, please. Follow the tracks. I can't fight yet. Yes, nice day to the north. We'll probably do that unless this is a 2-star caravan guarding mission. 2 days to the southwest caravan. I accept that caravan instead. Because we can always just run away if we don't want to fight. That doesn't cost us food. Hopefully it'll take us through a city where we can buy tools that we can afford. Oh, I'm seeing a workshop. So Stolhoven, I think, is going to be a decent option to get tools. Yes, I remember that now. That was from the stream. 5 nomads. Maybe we can win this. No, we can't. Well, these are basically raiders, these lads, with shields. They're going to be impossible to hit. But we give it a go. I mean, we have some caravan hands that we can use to soak some damage on the front line. And we do have these 2 pikes, which are not nothing. For those of you who don't know, this is how you have to force the caravan hands to actually do something. Yeah, so the southern part of the formation is where we're going to be strongest with our pikes. So we're going to basically fold up the formation from the south. And the caravan hands getting slaughtered in the beginning will hopefully give us a couple rounds to get these pike attacks off. We've got a net here, so hopefully with a net and some pike attacks, we can do the business. It's pretty clear that to the northern side is where stuff's going to get scary. So the outlaws are basically raiders, and the cutthroats are basically thugs, but they're slightly scarier than thugs. Above all else, I need them to move in and use their ability points. Turn done, so we can attack. Turn done. Those are those shamshears or scimitars? I think those are the level 2 ones. There's actually some nice weapons here. If only I had a couple axes. I mean, I think I sold an axe. I could have used an axe to destroy that there, but... So Lothar, I think, has already waited this turn. I would appreciate some sort of indicator to tell me whether I've waited already. Oh, he attacks and he hits. That must have been low percentage to hit. 49. Great hit. So these lads with their axes, I need them to use break shield, but unfortunately they're in contact with that steel shield, so that's not going to happen. Oh yes, lads. I think I may just shield spear wall and just see what happens here. I'm going to have to expect that one of these lads are going to go down soon. Right, Rolo. He needs to try to get into contact and stun. Geralt! 71% chance to miss. Curses. Yeah, these are going to be so hard to hit, these lads. I'm pretty sure they have... They don't have dodge actually, they do have shield wall. One down, 4 to go. Hold. Nice, 2 lucky hits. Yikes. Is it worth stepping in for an attack? It actually is. Even through the shield wall. Because like that, if I hit, I can potentially stop him from attacking at all. And then I go like this here to protect these squishier lads. 51. I'm going to shield wall because of the danger of this lad. Although I shouldn't have shield walled. This outlaw's just going to step up here and attack the caravan hands. Oh, so good. If I move here and spear wall, that'll force him to go 1, 2, 3, but then he's in contact there. If I spear wall now, yeah, he has to go all the way around or try going to the spear. Or just step in there, I didn't see that. Whoops. Oh, yes! I mean, we're going to keep hemorrhaging losses like this, but... Honestly, I mean, we're picking up tier 2 gear from these first few fights. It's so worth it. It does make me realize how I've been far too conservative in my previous playthroughs. Especially if you consider the fact that this early on, if you get squad wiped, just start again, you lose like less than a week. Trying to decapitate there. I seem to think that decapitate would hit the head, but no, it doesn't. It still has the normal head or body roll. Oh, come on. I mean, this is a nice fight. We've got that steel shield. We're going to get a few tier 2 swords out of this. Well done, the lads. And Ragnar got brain damage. Oh, yeah. I seem to remember that Ragnar has dreadful resolve, so that just solves his resolve problem. So we got the Separ shield and 2 scimitars. Very nice. And look, 133 gold. So like this early on, you will quite often accept missions that pay like that. 50-50. I'm looking at the melee skill. 56. Who has the best fatigue here? Because that Separ is quite heavy. So yep, Lothar will take that. 50 attack, 51. I quite liked having the wooden sticks up front actually. Ingmar rolls max, we'll take that. Excellent. So we've got 8 active lads. 10 active lads in the front. There's 2 in reserve. Is 50. Just to start rolling down the better armor. Excuse me. So the Skirmissax has been pretty damn good. Bernard, I mean, he only has 50 melee skill. That's really crap. 59. Let's give him that. Does give you plus chance to hit. Plus 10 chance to hit. Okay, so we'll give Bernard the scimitar. And of course, Gash is pretty damn nice. 33% lower threshold to inflict injuries. It's really good at debuffing enemies that don't have armor. I think Ragnar needs to go on the front line, and we'll start letting Rollo stab from the back. 57. He's more defensive, but maybe not yet. Okay, and then I need to hang on to these wooden sticks because of course we're going to need them when it comes time to fighting witches. Oh god. Subingen, please tell me you've got some tools that we can afford. 290. It's painful paying that much for tools, but I can't put it off any longer. Ripped ear is fine. Remind me, are there any permanent injuries around that means I need to retire anyone right now? I think so. Brain damage is great. Plus 15 resolve. The lowered experience gain and initiative is annoying, but it's not worth it. We're retiring him. The weakened heart really sucks, but he does have a point in a star in hit points, and we will be taking Colossus. So for the frontline lads, it's going to be student. And at the next level, it'll be student, Colossus, rotation is the first 3. And then it'll be shield expert and then a weapon mastery. Oh wait, I need to see if there's any trash that I can hire here for nice and cheap. Ooh, I love a brawler. They have amazing base stats. I get plus 5 melee defense and plus 5 melee skill to start. He hates green skins. He's swift. He's got great range defense, stars in melee defense, and stars in initiative. This could be an overwhelming duelist. But like, where would I put him? On the outside flank? I could have him be an overwhelming whip user on the back line. Just disarm nerds and overwhelm. 10 for 1 turn. Multiple targets at once with single attack. Apply to multiple targets at once with a single attack. Okay, so maybe Ludolf could be very high initiative, overwhelming polearm user who uses Reap and like starts and he applies stacks of overwhelm on like 3 targets at once. Heinrich, I'm not going to try him out because he's cheap enough already. Oh, that's 45 minutes. We're going to end the episode here. So Ludolf is going to be an overwhelmed polearm user. And Heinrich, 2 stars in resolve is decent. A star in that fatigue is nice as well, but he's just meat. He's no good. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We need to hire 2 more to finish the ambition. Unless we get attacked. Let's just finish this episode. Finish this mission by completing the mission. And give me some cheap trash. 90 gold for Ingmar and 30 for Havard. Okay, good. So that's our ambition done. Oh yeah, so Havard, that means he's a club-footed cripple who's just absolute garbage. Ingmar, not bad actually. 2 stars in melee skill and 54 to start. That's really nice. That's decent. That could even conceivably put him into dagger user territory. He's nice and beefy. No stars in melee defense, unfortunately. He doesn't have stars in initiative. His fatigue could be a bit of an issue, but let's make him a dagger user. Okay, so any second now we should complete the ambition and then we can start saving for a banner. God, but throwing nets are so priceless. How many can I afford to buy? 1, 2, 3, 4, I think. And if I have one lad who has the lowest, here we go, Rambert. Your only job, mate, is just to throw nets. So just looking at this, I think this is where I want to bounce across the map. These houses here. This will be my my routine. Because okay, well, Gelberg we can't get missions from there yet, but it's encouraging to see that there is a workshop at Gelberg and there's a workshop at Storloven. So these 2 cities or villages are going to hopefully help us deal with the challenge of getting tools in the early game. Okay, good. There's our ambition done, so we can now fire these 2 nerds. I'm going to pay the compensation because I don't want to piss off the other lads. And it's nice and cheap as well. Righto, so. Jost, what did I say I was going to do with him? Dexterous. Loads of fatigue. He can definitely wear heavy armor, but he doesn't have good melee skill. I think I might have to get rid of him. I mean, as a refugee, his resolve is dreadful, his hit points is dreadful. I don't think he's good enough to be usable, even as meat. Actually, no, he can be meat, that's fine. Frontline meat. But an overwhelming polearm user. We've got more meat over there. Ingmar is a dagger user, so I want him to be leveling up. 1, 2, 3, meat. Archer, meat. So who do I have to have on the front line at the moment? I have to have 3 meat lads. Both of my archers must be getting levels. At least 1 daggerman. A bannerman. I think our sergeant died. Yeah. This is fine. Okay, good first little episode. When we come back, we will be... Oh damn, I can't get work here or here. How about Harlingen? We can get work there. And at Buckenmark. So in that case then, in the early game it's going to be these 4 villages we bounce between. until we get a 1090 renown, which lets us then take noble contracts. Cool. Thanks for watching. Decent little start. In fact, I think an amazing start. Like, manpower wise, not great, but equipment wise, weapons wise, really good. Like the fact that we have 2 pikes, 2 scimitars by day 6 is unbelievable. It's already the best start I've ever had. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.